Hey, Todd. Microphone working? Yep. All right. I think what I'm going to do is start with doing some of these fire escapes. I built a bunch today, but putting this building together, I'm going to blow through it pretty quick. So I'm going to paint the fire escape stuff so it's drying, and we'll just kind of flip back and forth. Hi, DMR. So here's... My camera's not in really a good spot to show this, but there's the fire escape that I did earlier today. Figured I'd better do one before I try and do one on here. So, hey, John. Yeah, they're a bit of a challenge. I think actually what the only thing I've done that's worse, but they always look good when they're done, are these stairs. My goodness. So this was the thing that Chris was just showing, the personnel entryway where it's set back into the wall, and all those stairs you have to put in. I think I found a trick to them. Hey, Robert, how's it going? I found a bit of a trick to those. I don't think there... Oh, yeah, there is one stair kit on here, so we may end up seeing that tonight. Well, usually what I do for this metal stuff, and I think fire escapes are usually black, but black doesn't really rust all that well. So I just use, this is a ghost gray. My camera's in a different spot today, I think. And there's the number. It's 71-121. Oh, yeah, it's frigid. I keep having to turn my furnace up. I'm down in the basement. It's even colder. So I'm just going to use... Oh, I tore it up, but I just tear up these makeup sponges. And just pretty much everything on here. I'm not real worried about 100% coverage, because the brown that's on here is kind of a good rust color. So then when we go back to do the rust, if some of this is showing through, it's okay with it. I usually shoot for about, say, 90% coverage, I guess. And this is quick. I've done brush on here, and it doesn't go as well, I don't think. Oh, these are handrails for the roof things. Those pretty much just going to hit almost this whole... Who's metal? Sure, they're metal today. Pretty much just going to do this whole sheet, because this had all the windows and everything in it, and doors. I've cut out a bunch of that already. Those are probably metal, so they'll be... Oh, well. That's not working. This is probably the fastest way to do it, too. What did I do with the paint? I lost the paint. 120. I always try to have like 2 or 3 things on the go. Kind of like once I start going, I like to work kind of quick. Antenna. Oh, that pops out of there. Wall sign. Ladder. Yeah, there's lots of stuff on here. Ooh, yeah, that'd make it extra chilly, John. All right, switch to this page here. This says more fire escapes. And it also has some of the meters and junction boxes and bunch of brackets for the like the HVAC stuff. Let's whack this one first. I just ordered some more parts for that the first building they showed that had the fire escape on it. Decided it needs a couple more floors on it. Then Tully Models had some window fans that are made for, I think it's a Walther's bit, but he's good. He lists all the measurements for it, and I think I can take two of them, and they'll fit half decent in the windows. Yeah, friggin' pain in my fingers. Just gotta watch when you first get the sponge out of the paint. The first couple are usually a lot of paint there. I think Ted's on his way home now from Amherst. So if he makes it on before I'm done, I'm gonna weather a car. Since he wasn't on, I'll do a Saturday night weathering for him. It's only an N scale car. My main one's HO, but I do have a bit of N scale, which probably once I'm done once I'm done these buildings, I think maybe we'll do some N scale stuff for a minute. We're kind of along with some other stuff. Modeling's modeling to me. N scale's just harder to see. Do have a N scale locomotive on the way, which is kind of, it's not stopping me from doing anything, but that and my mini prints monthly both got, I don't know what happened with my monthly box. That thing, I'd be surprised if it's not out in BC at this point. I was watching it on the tracking and it was just going every which way. Like it came from like the west side of Toronto. Like I can drive to mini prints in an hour and 5 minutes. And this thing's taken 7 days so far. So it went northwest to Brampton. And then it was back in Toronto, and then it showed it in Brampton again. I don't know what they're doing. Usually I get it in like 2 days, so I was gonna unbox that on here tonight, but that's all I don't know about. Right arm's tired, so use some left-handed anger on these, make it more random. I usually just put it on a paper towel just so you don't have an outline of everything you're painting stenciled on the bench. Hey, Floyd. Oh, thank you very much. Hey, Chris. Yeah, exactly. The hardest part sometimes is having it look random. So if you use your wrong hand, it's probably going to look random. I wouldn't advise it for some things, but for this type of thing, it's pretty hard to muck it. So I think the big thing with this is just making sure you get enough on there, I guess. Yeah, see, left hand failed me there. Missed a whole spot. All right, back to on the side 4, I guess. Oh, extra part. And see you later. Oh, see you later. More paint. I'll come in with some more left-handed anger here. Let's check that. Yeah. What am I looking at here? No, left hand's worn out. Switch back to the right. Like being a teenager all over again. Oh, Ted made it. Are you all the way back from Amherst, Ted? Oh, you made pretty good time then. I'm a geographer, or I don't even know how to say it. I'm a dunce when it comes to geography, so I don't know how far you are from Amherst. Not terribly far. Here. Oh, yeah, see, came out in a hurry on that one. Oh, painted the bench. Come on. Almost made it. Well, that's not too bad. Like, is that 315 doing the speed limit or 315 notch 8 hammer down? All right. That one's done. Set it to the side. Oh, son of a. I was finger painting, apparently. As long as it stays on there, it's fine. Did you score any good stuff when you were there? Is the question, Ted. All right, now on to this part. So this is one that I did the other day. Added some. Wait, maybe I should actually point it at there. This one I put all the doors and everything in already. So this is pretty much what we're gonna end up with. Something like that. So once they're all in, no, I didn't. Son of a gun. So once we get the windows in, I'm going to hit it with a bit of gloss coat. We'll go back to painting the fire escapes with the rust and stuff like that. tangent for $25. Thank you, Floyd. Yeah, these are all the Dave Deckel ones that we were talking about in Chris's, if I actually held it on camera. So the only thing with his, like he does, like all this blow through that you see on the signs is already there. So you do have to pay attention when you're choosing the decal. So like this one, if I had put it down here, it would have looked horrible because like all this blow through is printed into the decal. So I try to pay attention to the brick size and brick color on the blow through. Just seeing what I have at the top of the pile here. Dr. Pepper. So here on this Coke sign, I don't know if you guys can see kind of the brick printed into it. So if that goes on like this side of the building, that would be okay. But if it went on this side with that large brick on it, it's not going to look right. This is on clear. But here on this bighorn, you can see the brick kind of coming through it. Oh, I got those clear. Yeah, here's another good one that shows like the brick size and everything, kind of with the paint starting to fade out. And he does lots of these owl ones. I love these owl cigar ones. So I don't know if those ones fit. Yeah, here's a good one here. This graphic one, you really see the brick. Oh no, you can't see the brick because I got glare. Wait, where's the camera? There it is. That one you can see the brick on. Okay, back to tasking. So when I'm starting to build these, I try to figure out what I'm going to knock out and what I'm going to keep. So these ones are glued in there, and they're there for existence. So there's one there and one there. All these other ones I popped out ahead of time, but I keep them, which is these bits here. And over there. The reason I do that is for this part. And we'll start with this little side one. Where's my glue? See how it goes. I just do like little dots like that. Just spread them out with the finger. Just set this in. Just got to get it started a little bit. Now I've got this, which is just a piece of random wood left over. Set that in the back and hold it. I take this window and I'm just going to use it to, I'm going to send that window in. And this is going to push it in square so you don't snap the, like these things are thin, right? So if you put them in a little bit crooked or push on one end, not the other, you can snap the frame of them. These don't always come back out terribly easy though. Hopefully you guys don't hear the water running. And just take that off the back. And there you can, I don't know if it shows up that well, but that's perfectly flush to the back. And it'll be in there nice and square. Just debating if I'm going to put that door to the front. Well, let's just do these upper windows. All right, Floyd. Have a good evening. Same thing. Usually use tweezers just to kind of line it up. Get it close and then just kind of poke it in. Oh, you got problems. I didn't poke in very well. Try it again. These things fit so tight that you probably could get away with not even gluing them. Sometimes I glue them after, depending on the building. Just kind of paint some glue to the back of them. This window. There it goes. On to the next one. This glue job he's got to work out today with doing those fire escapes, so we may have to unplug it a bunch of times. I put the blue tape on here so if there's a squeeze out and you hold it there for too long, it doesn't, you don't have a random piece of wood glued into your building. What do you guys think? Do you think this doorway would look better? I guess I can just try it and see what one looks better, but let me know what you guys think, if it looks better to the outside or to if I should sink it in. Please don't say halfway because I don't know if I can do halfway. Like, you don't have a fire escape around it. Oh, that's gone. Or if it's sunk in like that. I think that looks better, doesn't it? Yep, that's what I was afraid of. There we go. Back from the abyss. Just poke that out. Just work our way top to bottom. I also started putting the floor, I'll call them floor catches, in the rest of the buildings. I'm going to try and light them all separately. Still trying to figure out exactly how I want to do it. I know what I'm going to use. I don't know. 90% of it. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to run the wires and get the lights in there. Stay there, you little bugger. This one went in pretty easy, so I'm not going to use that piece again. Come on out of there. Yep, that's good. Front windows. It's killing me tonight. Dog hair. Come on. I think my dog has a contribution to about every model I've ever built. That's one of these. Usually try and line up that kind of the T section at the bottom first, because it seems to be the most finicky to go in, which is this part down here. Once I know it's gonna go, there we go. Last one of those. So this is an option. You can either do this brick and it's kind of like a glass block, or you can add one of these doors. But I've never done one of these, and they had a little tips and tricks thing where you use the canopy glue to make the block windows. It was an experience. For whatever reason, that canopy glue always gets a bubble in the middle of it. Did I put that door in the right way up? Yep, okay. Would not be the first time I put it where it was handle up. There we go, another one completed. Do this block bit now. Hey Ted, did Ray get his live thing figured out? I did this a different kind of color on purpose, figuring, you know, they probably took these. Oh, it's not going to work because I got that stupid window goo from making the glass block on the back of it. This was done at a different time, right? To close out that bay door. I really want it to look exactly like that. I'm just going to give that one a second. Oh, like just on the, he was going on the what do you call it, like right on YouTube. I'm still trying to figure out OBS. It's going to take a minute here while that glue dries for that door because it wasn't too snug of a fit. And I'll show you guys what I found on Amazon because, you know, they always make suggestions and sometimes it's a good one. And I think this might be a good one. And it is a soldering iron. And this particular, they have it for all the major manufacturers, but I have Makita, so just clicks on your drill battery. Watch it. It'll just heat right up. You can set the temperature. And turn it off. Then I'll do a countdown as it cools. I haven't tried it out for soldering, but looks pretty good. And for $30, or it was less than $30, I think it was $27. Also has USB ports on the side, so I guess you could use it as a charging station for your phone. But it's a nice looking unit. Like, comes with, this particular one came with like 5 different tips. The iron itself is good size. Has, like, it'll disconnect from the back, so it's got a nice connector. Uses like that type of thing on the back. So if you want to, you know, if you're moving around with it and whatever and take it apart. But I thought this was going to be good for when I get to doing the track work, as opposed to having, you know, the extension cord following you around, and then you get it hooked on something, then you clear half your stuff off the bench and all that type of thing. Just have that and kind of set it wherever you need to, move it around easy. We'll give it a shot. I think I had it up to like 400 when I was fiddling with it, so it should get good and hot. John, did you get the winter warnings up where you are? Or winter storm watch, whatever it's called? All right, that'll be dry enough now. Do this. What do I have left? One of those and one of those. Set that off to the side. I'll do this little window next. This one was, I did on the other one. It was a bit of a pain in the dick. And there's a ATLP live tomorrow, is it, Ted? Get this in there. Get in there. When's the Rapido giveaway? of his days. Yeah, I thought they were doing, or it's for the, yeah, Rapido's doing one with Ray for signing up for the newsletter. Locomotive to boxcars. All right, there we go. Doors in. Now we can start putting on. Let's do this one. So these are the little. Did that even focus? No, it didn't. You just have to trust me. These are the brick bits that go over top of these windows. A little bit of glue on it. These have a bit of a recess, so you can just kind of move them around and you'll feel them kind of click into place almost. Am I on? No, I'm not on the camera. Just gonna hold that one for a second. Did you complete your passport, Ted? Or I should say the ATLP passport? You know. Oh, geez, Ted, don't let Ray see that. We got the shake size, so this is a bit tough. There you go. Ah, son of a gun. Had it, then I lost it. It's sort of straight, but not really, is it? I usually go with the eyeball method, because sometimes when you measure stuff, it ends up worse than if you just eyeball it. Unless you're cross-eyed, then measure it. Yeah, I doubt they paid too much attention to that when they were installing them. That looks all right. That looks a bit better. Yeah, we'll do these two. Those are extra. That'd probably be more fun at the show than actually walking around trying to find stuff. I was watching one fellow's live, and it didn't look like it was too packed there. I think the threat of the snow kind of kept some of the people away. Oh, left-handed glue hanger here. You can see sort of the recess that is there for these. You can see it right above the window there, so it makes it really easy to put these in. You just got to sort of line it up, slide it around a little bit, and it'll just pop right into where it's supposed to be. All right, B3 complete. Here's a look at this so far. All we have left are the windowsills. This one, it's already in there. Oh, and the step at the front. These I can't put on until all the floors are in, which is well, if I wasn't doing all the separated floors, it wouldn't matter. I could just put the roof in and pop those on. Give me that. That looks pretty good. This I usually just aim for kind of where the bottom's going to be. So as it slides in, it'll smear the glue, but I also use these to help glue the bottom of that window in. I'm sure you guys can't see what I'm doing at all if I hold it like that. There it goes. Now just got a knot pushed. I might just stick this back in there. There we go. One done. There you see side by side, one and one. He's going pretty easy. Great. Looks all right. There's a ton of extra of these, which is nice because sometimes they go shooting out. Oh man, yeah, that would be a good deciding factor. You know, don't have a way home. This one look all right. Yeah, that one looks pretty good. Pretty good. That's upside down. All right, there we go. That window thing's not glued in at all. Just get it with the back with some glue. Just make sure one more time it's sort of lined up. I'm not overly concerned with this particular one. Chances are somebody knew somebody that knew somebody who did brick stuff, and that's why that's how that got done. A friend of a friend of a friend. We're off camera a bit, but I don't want it to glue to that display board there. There we go. So now the front step's on. This is kind of a crappy angle a little bit in there. Let me see if I can move this a bit. A bit better, maybe. All right, I'm going to give that a few seconds to set up. I'm going to peel this out of the way. That can go with the roof bits, and it'll just sit back here. Get my window pieces, and I'll put them back in the jar with the rest of them. And break out some rust paint. This glue applicator thing's great, but man, does it ever clog up. I think we'll do regular rust and whole red. Those two. What did I do on this one? No, I didn't do these ones. I did these ones. Medium rust and a whole red, but these are the AK ones. All right. 1 second. It's gonna get loud here for a minute. I'm gonna turn on the spray booth to hit this thing with some glossy coat. That stinks. Alright. Hour. Oh, God. What I might do if I can find where I put them. Now I'll just go. One looks good. Yeah, there we go. I'll hit it with this first. This is the 11103 medium rust. Start here. Most of the time I'll turn either the sponge or what I'm working on so you don't end up with a pattern. But the only thing on this you have to worry about is sort of these floor grates. It's the only one that has like enough surface area where you're going to see a pattern. Most of it's just thin railing pieces, so unless you don't just go straight across, you won't end up with much of a pattern on it. What I am doing is, if I see somewhere like this here, I'm not on camera at all. Slide that up. So somewhere like here, where it's basically just this brown color, I'm going to try and hit that a little bit harder. I let the paint tell me where I'm supposed to put rust, I guess, from that first go round. It's kind of the only downside to with this YouTube is I don't know how to do like a preview to make sure even the camera is working. Just kind of hit live and just try and adjust it quick. I have an idea where it's supposed to be, but blow through these guys quick. By the time we're done this round of rust. Get everything good enough. That building should be dry, and we can probably do some decals on there. These over here are rooftop access, so they're probably gonna have caught a fair bit of rust. I keep losing my grip. I hate wearing gloves. Hate it. But I don't want a bunch of rust paint on my fingers and then go and try and do decals. Sporadically on purpose here. Just trying to hit those unpainted spots from the gray. Sort of like letting the paint decide where you want to paint, I guess is the way to put it. I always find the quicker you kind of go doing this, less time you have to think about it and plan it, and it ends up coming out a little more random. Switch to some left-handed anger. I don't know if you guys have seen that, where the guy's mad at work and goes to throw his hammer, but he says left-handed anger and just kind of limp dicks it across the room. Dang it, stairs over here. And Side number 3. It's kind of the only downside to this is you got to do it 4 times over. There goes dock here. Some of these I don't know if we'll see the back or not, but I'd rather have it done than not. And nothing worse than going to put something on and like, oh, I never painted that. And then you got to interrupt the whole process. Did Ray have a sample of that ATL P car at his booth? The one that he's selling? Where can I test this right here? Try and knock these out quick here. Get back to the building, do the decals. These are pretty wide fire escapes, so geez. All right, that's done. That one's done. So we'll set these over here. Get rid of that. Thought everyone was supposed to bring samples. Or I guess there's just renderings of it. All right. It should be dry. It is. I just use I used to use Tamiya. But we can't get it anymore. So now I use Mr. Hobby. Seems pretty close. No, I just kicked that step off. So that's going to just stay on the side for now. Let's go. I need some water. And the Saul twins. Where's my red container? There it is. Got more of these signs coming. Again, hoping they were going to be here by today, but they were not. But they're $4 shipping, so they're just coming snail mail. But this sort of is the fun part. So this building, everything will be exposed. It's not going to fit, is it? Nope. Come on. Out of there. Some cigarettes. Like if I put that on there, that's that whole side gone. What do you guys think? Hey, Brad. You do one big one or a whole whack of small ones? Let's see how this lines up. That's probably not going to work there. Definitely not going to work there. Be there. What other ones do I have cut up here? Oh, there they all are. Walgreens one. Here's this. What does that look like? Oh, see, that's got bigger bricks, so I should use that on the other side. See, I think this one was going to go on that building, maybe. I don't think I'm going to chew up that much real estate with that. Well, if anybody's modeling Philly, let me know and I'll put that in the mail for you, because original Philly cheesesteak doesn't really fit with my locale, I don't think. It's fish and chips. Oh, there it is. Flapjacks. I don't know if that'll fit on here or not. What, the big Coke one? All right. Found another sign that I want to try on the front here. Are they gonna fit in there? Nope. Don't fit. Having a heck of a time finding what do you call it? Signs that fit the front. Are you supposed to shake this stuff? Which one of these stinks? That's how I know which one I gotta use first. All right, Ted, I'll catch you, or I'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh, that's the first one. It smells like vinegar. Thanks. Not too high. There it is. There it is. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Then we come in with the micro saw. Sort of got to babysit this one for about the next 10 minutes, but like this is a Dave's decal and it will sink. Like these decals are crazy. I don't know what he makes them out of or whatever, but they will sink into whatever recess is there if you just give them a little bit of love. Yeah, just keep working it here for a minute. I can see a bit of stuff coming out. I don't know if it'll show up. I can feel it on this one. It's like there's a little bit of difference in the brick here, and it settled down all into that. All right. Get some cigarette advertisement. Maybe that one right there. I'm trying to find a home for this one for a while. We got this studio sign. What's this one? Maybe. That one might actually be the ticket right there. This poor Brimey has been on like 5 different buildings and just never made the cut. Something like that. This Walgreens one would fit there. Yeah, I think that might be the deal. I'm gonna have to build the fire escape and kind of dance them in between all the fire escapes and stuff like that. Ladders I'm not overly concerned with, but definitely want to get it not behind the landings. Oop. Give this one another run over here. What's up, Moo? You had a good nap. Excuse you. Need to make a little holder for these. Micro set. Let me tell you, these things let go right quick, too. By the time you get that micro set down, this decal's ready to go. I'm just pushing, not hard, but straight down on it. It's crooked. That is a crooked. It's still crooked. Or something else crooked. No, it looks all right. That's good enough. Good enough. Basically, every time I put a new decal on, I'm just going to go back over this big one here. I want it to sink down in as much as it's going to. All right, one more. Better get the set out and on there. Where was that one? It was right around here. And like I said, as soon as you get that set on, this decal's ready to go. A little too high. There it is. Back to the red bottle. All right, that's that. What do you guys think? It's a little shiny still, but that's all the crap on it. I can see the bricks starting to come through this Coke one now. Where are these brushes? Let's make sure I keep the brushes I have for doing this separate from the rest of them so I don't grab them by accident. This one I'll leave out. Still don't know what I'm going to do for the front sign of this one. It's too tall. I think there's something maybe in the next batch coming. That's something somewhere. All right, to get rid of this one. And back to the fire escapes. If we can get one fire escape done tonight, that'll be good. And this one will be the whole red. This one, this color I do pretty sparse because this is like that old rust. I'm just trying to hit kind of in the middle of that last rust color we put on. So this is a little more intentional than the first two. I think the next fire escape I do, I'm going to have to do black. So I feel like every fire escape I've actually seen is like painted that flat black. It'll be on the, I got another one of these buildings I'm kind of putting away on in between other things. It's, what is that one, 7 stories. I think I have enough fire escape to do top to bottom. There we go. Back to the rotation of, I missed that whole thing. Man, I missed all these. Oh, hey, Brady. I see you come in. Get rid of paint. And a little bit through there. A little bit over there. What did I miss? Anything? Anything? I gotta put some right here. All right, and rotate. These ones look a little bit different than ones I built earlier today. So we'll see how they go. What do I need? Oh, I better give this a little go. I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not, how they sink in. Might be a more of a light thing. A little bit more. That's what I was looking at though. Is it 2 levels I gotta do? Shouldn't be too bad. There is one more step to do when I do this rust thing, but I think I'm going to leave that until it's assembled. I need this. So this kit, one of the knockouts is a fixture for building these. So it's supposed to make it easier. Let's see if it does. All right, let me look, see where these tabs are. Was it just that one? Just the one right here. Yep. Oh, frick. Did I not do this one side? That'd be... Yep, 100% did not do the dark red on here. Or the all red. Should probably do that. Oh, thank you, Brad. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. Starting to drop into the bricks a little bit. That's one of the Dave Deckel's or Dave's Deckel signs. All right. Whatever, we'll just use these ones. Gonna go right down the middle with all these, I think. There's one. There we go. So with these, I know with these ladder bits, you leave the center of the ladder in, then you just glue these on. Like glue the handrails on in here. I'll just set that up there for a minute. Sometimes you got to clean these out a little bit. I could see the one dropped right in, no problem. It could be all the paint on there too. Definitely went in a lot easier on that one. So I gotta look and see how these go. I think they go in close to the wall. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just checking some pictures here. All right. It's gonna go together pretty decent. That's a nice little fixture there. This guy. Do that side facing. So I want to go. thinking on the next one, I'm going to do these pieces together first. There it goes. Just use your tweezers like a set of pliers to pull it down in. Oh, that's a good looking side there. All right. Put a little glue on this. Oh, all right. Forever picking glue out of this. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, where's that line up on those? All right. There we go. These are actually pretty easy compared to those other ones. Not bad at all. Hold that for a second. Now we just got to get it out of the jig. There. Oh no! Still intact. 3 foot drop to the floor. So now, these can go on here too. But I think I gotta cut those pins off. Let me just let that sit for a minute. See if I gotta re-glue that one side or if it just needs a minute. may end up actually filling one of these doors in. That one needs a step. Yeah, I might pop that center door out. I'll just fill it with one of the knockouts, and then I can do a bit bigger decal over there too, and then have the fire escape come down the front. It's a pretty wide fire escape, like it looks like a 2-window type of deal. This awful big fire escape for over there. I go put it on the front. Once you do one and kind of see how it goes together, it's pretty easy. Well, not easy, but it's not definitely not like doing those stairs, that's for sure. Done about 4 sets of them. I think I just figured out how to do them without wanting to throw it. They look really good when they're done, but doesn't help when you got sausage fingers. That goes this way. Does it? This one. And he's going so nice. All right. Set that up there for a minute. Yep. All right. So what we learned from the first one is put this together ahead of time. It looks like poo. This one looks all right. There we go. Oh yeah, it's so much easier. By the time I get these 2 pieces set up, I bet that one will be ready. Oh, that one looks Go. I pop these together real quick now. Easy peasy. Definitely easier than the first generation of fire escapes he did. Not that they were bad, I'm just saying these are easier. It's so quick compared to that other one. There's a second one done. Give that a minute to dry. Done with that. There we go. That's done. How's the decal looking? Oh yeah, that's in there now. That reminds me, I'm gonna pop this door before. There we go. Yeah, Robert, these fire escapes are so quick. But these, or you're talking the decal? It turned out real nice. Just need a bit of weathering to knock it down. I don't even remember what the ones that are coming. I know I got some N scale ones for some of the N scale buildings I have. But I got some more like these ones. Knowing that I was going to have to do a bunch on here. I don't think how it sets into the brick really. I don't know if it picks up on camera or not. What goes in there? Uh-oh. I might have glued the fire escape to the thing. That wouldn't be good. How would I have done that? Oh, there it goes. And I didn't cut my finger, so just winning all around. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. So there's actually a score mark where those little tabs come off after, which means there's probably a left and a right to them. What do I got? I always keep some of these knockout or the panels that are left over after you knock the parts out. So like this, because I have a feeling one of these is going to be about the size I need to space these. In from that. Yeah, probably that. But what I did realize is these don't come down the same way. Which means I'm going to have to build another one really quick. Which is fine now that we know the tricks. It's pretty quick. Parts out, yeah. Might as well do this one too while we're at it. was a big gobber. The upside to using this tight bond glue is it really doesn't take much. And it grabs almost as quick as super glue. Takes you have about 24 hours before it's permanent. So like that door that I knocked out, like it never would have fell out on its own. But deciding now was good. Go like that, so I get a bit better. That's in there. Okay. So, yeah. If you see right there, there's a score mark for where you cut that off after. So we'll make sure that's to the inside. What's going on here? Oh, yeah, this went sideways on this one. That third one is supposed to be the charm, and this is the curse. Yeah, this one's being a bitch. You kidding me right now? Yeah, this one's just fighting it. There we go. Just beat it into submission. right, there's that one. Now, pop some of these ladders and stuff out. I'm just looking through the gaps to see if I can see any tabs that are holding these in still. I just hold it up to a light. I don't really see anything. No, they were just being finicky. All right, one of those. There, just at the top, it looks like. There we go. I use the Tight Bond 3. This one. If you need some, Todd, let me know. I got a whack of it here. I can just fill you up a bottle. Drop it off to you. So a minute ago, this thing was just falling out all over the place. You watch, it's going to be a... Nope, it's fine. But I think it might almost be time for a new blade. Come on off there. All right, so that one and that one. Hopefully I got the right ones. Oh yeah, after using oh my goodness. After canopy glue, you'll love this stuff. It grabs in about, I don't know, the count of 20. Be good to go. Like, you can start really messing with it after about, I don't know, minute. And then it'll have a good hold after 15 minutes, but like you got to up to about 24 hours before it's permanent. And when it's permanent, it is permanent. It's a little bit off center, but do we get into counting bricks? I don't know. Wonder how far down these should go. Let me refer to the picture. Oh, they go bottom of the window. Okay. Sit down like this. Well, that's not going to work. It's over that. Put it like there. I say we just glue it on and let her rip. Well, this might be the play right here. Did I get enough of these off? Almost. Make myself a quick little square here out of this wood sprue. Kind of, sort of. Well, let's just glue it on there, see what happens. check it with our makeshift square here. Bam. Calling that good. I'm calling that good. Now we'll see if we can get this next one lined up with that one. Come on, glue. It's going to be close there. Use a proper one for this. See how it looks this way. There we go. What do you think, guys? How's it look? All right, Todd, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for hanging out. Been a bit of a long one tonight. There we go. I think once these fire escapes are on, that'll be it for me. So I think that goes like that. This goes on over here. Yeah. These are for the other side. Here goes that one. Yeah, all the same, I think. Ooh. Wonder if I should have offset these a bit. I think I should have. Because I think I'm not a fire or escape expert here, but I think that would have to land in there. Yep. So I'll take that back out. Gotta reglue this. Oh. Oh, maybe not. No, it's just for that bottom one. I'm a dink. Pardon me. So this goes on this one. Trim that up a bit. Then that goes up and over. This might solve my problem for sign dilemma I was having with that spot at the bottom of this fire escape. Need some more glue. Glue. Alright, that's that. And this one I should be able to just drop right down there. Whoa, too far. It dropped all the way. Uh-oh. Pardon me. All right. That is the final bit for tonight. There it is. And there's trying to figure out how to get it where you guys can see. Might just have to trust me that it sunk in. Oh, there we go. Fire escapes painted. The only thing I'm going to do to the fire escapes is I'll use this and I'll turn it into a wash, and then I'll just go over the fire escapes after. So other than doing that step, that is complete. Well, hopefully that was helpful anyways. Just a shade under 3 hours. It's not too bad for painting and putting a bunch of details on the building. Oh, I'm knackered. If anyone's there that has any questions, just let her rip. I can read the chat a little bit easier now. I did get new glasses, so I have a shot at reading it while I'm sitting over here. there's a different size. No, that's too wide one. Double wide. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Coming up on 3 hours here. Let me see. I think let me just take a look, see who's got something coming up tomorrow. I think Mini Prints at 11 has something tomorrow. And I want to say that Around the Layout has something. Monday is Off the Tracks. It should be on Dundas Junction's channel. And then Thursday will be Go Veer, Go Home. His GVO After Dark on Thursday. I think he's usually at about 8 o'clock. And then next Saturday, Go Veer, Go Home at 7. Ted at 9. And I'll either be on at 5 or when Ted finishes. So he's usually done around 9 to 9:30. So if I don't talk to you before then, I'll see you all next week. All right, take care, everybody.